It's the university's highest recognition. Well, Bill, if you'll come up here, please. It's my pleasure to present the gold medal, National Football Foundation and College Hall of Fame's highest honor, to the man they still call Coach Campbell out in Silicon Valley. The back of the medal says, 2004 gold medal, William V. Campbell, for a lifetime of leadership as a coach, business visionary, and humanitarian. Congratulations, Bill.
Thank you, General Franks. I'm so honored that you were the person that introduced me. I thank you very, very much personally from the bottom of my heart. All-Americans, John Hanson, Board of Directors, Hall of Fame inductees, scholar athletes, coaches, my coach, John Toner, my friend, honoree, Bob Cassiola. Congratulations, Bob. My wife, Roberta, my son, Jim, my daughter, Maggie, here tonight, my teammates and my friends. Thank you all for being here. I'm obviously humbled by this award, and, frankly, every day since Bob Cassiola told me about this, I am, frankly stunned and say, why me? I got a kick out of General Franks talking about my coaching. People have asked me in Silicon Valley, why are you in high tech? And I said, did you see my football record? Not that hard a transition. This event's always been very, very special for me. Years ago, as a young coach, I shared this with Ronnie Lott and John Toner. We were talking earlier. I was in my second year at coaching at Columbia, and I was invited to speak at the Westchester County Chapter Dinner, and Vin Draddy, who was mentioned here many times tonight, was in the audience, and he asked me if I would come and be on a radio show with he and Haywood Hilbrun discussing the new College Football Hall of Fame. I was honored, and in fact, at that time, he drove to Bakerfield, Columbia's Bakerfield, in a limousine. And you can imagine that that was probably the only time I'd ever been in a limousine up to that point in my life. Took me downtown, we went to the radio show. After the radio show, he took me to 21, couldn't believe it. And then, as he drove me home, he said, look, we're looking for more youth, young coaches on our board of directors. Would you be willing to serve? I immediately said, of course, I'd love to serve. And I called John Toner the next day and asked him to tell me a little bit about what the foundation was. It's been a wonderful, wonderful opportunity for me. It's an honor to be part of these wonderful people here, members of the board of directors who really care about this game. These men today represent all of you, represent our cherished game. I've had the great, great opportunity to work closely with Bob Cassiola, my friend who's done so much for this organization, and also especially with the Play It Smart program with Alex Kroll. Ronnie Lott and I have had a chance to work together on that as well. Over the years in the company of these men, I was struck by their understanding of the responsibility that we, all of us, the old-timers, have in establishing a firm understanding of what we get out of football. Thomas Cleaver said it, and he said it well. That camaraderie, the togetherness that he shared helped him get through a critical time. But this board of directors does have a firm understanding of what we get out of football and how we can communicate and celebrate it. Of course, sometimes we get criticized for taking ourselves too seriously. We absolutely know what it's not. It's not real life and it's not war. But what is it? And how can we, in fact, reflect on it? In my view, it's the ultimate team game. There's no sport that requires so complete an understanding of your role. Starter, sub, special teams, skill position lineman, your gap, your zone. A team doesn't function unless everyone does its job. But more. There's tremendous lifelong learning. My view, the learning is of selflessness, of the team, of the roles, of the responsibilities. It's the ultimate in learning. It's emotional learning. How to be a teammate. I played on such a team, an Ivy League championship team that Coach John Toner was part of. We played together. We played for each other, and we learned. We learned that selflessness. Our game provides this. It allows our young men to understand the team approach that applies to everything that we have to do in our lives. But my wife reminds me frequently, it's more than that. The selflessness is even harder when giving your body is part of it. I am ultimately a businessman, and my sense of accomplishment rests on being a good teammate. I believe selflessly in ensuring that the group, the unit, the business, that team succeeds. I learned that from this game, and I so desperately want others to have the opportunity to learn that as well. Each of you who's played this game has that responsibility. To have our young players understand this. Each of us who's played this game carries that responsibility to give something back. This is the simplest thing, to give back. Yes, we're here tonight to honor our stars, our elite, but we're also here to honor the game and ultimately the unsung. Each of us that's labored in sweaty weight rooms, hot practice fields, as teammates to make our teams better. The unsung heroes are those teammates, those people that play on our teams that make us all better, that took our game's learning and are now applying it in their daily lives. It should be what we do. Thank you very much.